Hello, my friends. Welcome to another Follow Him Favorites. My name is Hank Smith, and I'm here with the amazing John Bytheway. Hello, John Bytheway.
I'm amazed you would say that.
Well, I think you are fantastic, John. This week, we are studying Haggai and Zechariah. And for Follow Him Favorites this year, we're taking a single question from each week's lesson. Well, this week's question, John, is what does it mean to consider your ways? The Lord brings this up a couple of times in the book of Haggai. Consider your ways. What do you think he means by that phrase, consider your ways?
As soon as I saw that, it reminded me of one of my favorite proverbs, which says exactly the same thing in different words. Ponder the path of thy feet. Ponder or consider, like which way are you going? Where are you walking? What are you doing?
Let's analyze the road we're on.
What's it going to lead to? And you and I both love verse 6. You've sown much, sown not like needle and thread, but like seeds. You've sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but you're not filled with drink. You clothe you, but there's none warm. This is the part we thought was funny. He that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
You're putting your money in a purse with holes in it.
It's like all this stuff you're doing isn't doing any good. So then he repeats in verse 7, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways.
I think someone might say it like this, John. They might say, how's that working out?
Yeah. So how's that working for you? And he tells them the answer. It isn't, is it? In verse 6, like you do this and you got nothing out of all this. So consider your ways. What are we supposed to arrive at when we do that?
I think part of this is saying, let's analyze where you are right now. Let's analyze the way you use your time. Let's analyze your choices of entertainment. Let's analyze it. And let's see if it's taking you where you want to go. What is it that you told me? We better want what we really want.
Yeah.
Do you really want to head down this road that you're heading? Do you really want the consequences of these choices? Well, if not, let's change our choices.
Hank, I had a just awesome sixth grade teacher named Mr. Byer. He had so many quotes on the wall, so many quotations on the wall. And one of them said, a mature person is able to connect choices with consequences. And I think considering your ways is if I do this, then what? And being able to say, what is the end of this path? What's the end of this road? And do I even want that? And for a young person to hear that and do that, boy, they would distinguish themselves highly among young people. Some young people will only think, some adults, I guess, too, maybe 10, 15 minutes into the future. But imagine if we could think long-term. Look at the new Aaronic priesthood theme, where it talks about, I will become a diligent missionary, a loyal husband, a loving father. It has these places that you want to go on the path. And then you consider your choices along that path. The young women theme says similar things about where am I going? I'm trying to head to the temple. So how should I consider what I'm doing today? Will it lead me to that place that I want to be?
Very good. You don't want to climb the ladder of success only to find out when you get there, it's leaning against the wrong wall. Let's analyze, where is this taking me? Where am I going to end up if I continue down this road? Consider your ways. Well, we hope you'll join us on our podcast. It's called Follow Him. You can get it wherever you get your podcasts. This week, we're with Dr. Anthony Sweat, Tony, we like to call him, and you're going to love his take on these two books. And then next week, come back and join us for another Follow Him Favorites.